Good day. Season 8 of Game of Thrones series is around the corner, and the war between the living and the dead is going to be at the center of it. Every fan is eager to witness how this epic battle will unfold. Some are trying to preview this fight and foresee its results. We will try to do just so, and the first step would be to measure and compare the two armies, the White Walkers' army of the dead and the army of allies of the north. At the end of the season 7, we've been left with impressive images of the dead breaching the wall and slowly walking south. The stream of whites seems never ending, but there are clues out there saying that it's not the case. There are 4 types of units seen in the marching army, different in their strength: whites of various condition, reanimated giants, the White Walkers, and the Ice Dragon. The whites are the most numerous unit type in the army of the dead, so let's start with them. Let's suppose 100 of whites equals a single black dot. Now we will gradually reveal the whites on the screen as I will speak about their number. In the last episode of the 7th season, allies of the North met Cersei at Dragon Pit to discuss the importance of uniting against the common enemy. After demonstrating and killing the White, Daenerys Targaryen spoke to Jaime Lannister and gave him and everyone else the information regarding the size of the army of the dead.
I didn't believe it until I saw them. I saw them all.
How many?
100,000 at least.
So let's assume that 100,000 is our number for the whites. In the final shots of the 7th episode, there was never more than 2 giants shown in the same frame, but in episode 1 of the 7th season, we could see the march of the army of the dead and 3 reanimated giants among them. So let's consider that there are 3 giants in the army of the dead. A zombie giant represents a serious force and could take down at least 50 people before finally being defeated by fire or dragonglass. Ordinary swords won't be able to stop him. We don't know for sure how many White Walkers are there, however, there are 2 ways to determine their number, theoretical and documented. If we were to believe Crestor, he had 99 sons, and as we know from season 4, he gave them to White Walkers, who in their turn transformed the infants into White Walkers. So theoretically, there could be around 100 White Walkers in the army. But in fact, the highest number of White Walkers we had a chance to witness in a single frame was 13, also in season 4. Since then, 2 were slain by Jon Snow and 1 by Mira Reed, leaving us with 10 White Walkers, including the Night's King. Each White Walker can most probably defeat around 20 to 30 people until someone sticks Valyrian steel or dragonglass into his body. The most dangerous unit of the army of the dead, the Ice Dragon. It can probably destroy 1,000 of people before it's killed by a dragonglass arrowhead or burned by fire of one of Daenerys' dragons. So this is how the White Walkers' army looks when being visualized. Now let's measure the army of the allies of the north. After the War of the 5 Kings, the Red Wedding, the Battle of the Bastards, Jon Snow, the king in the north, has around 10 to 12,000 people. Just like with whites, each great dot will represent 100 of soldiers. The common belief is that the whale has around 20 to 40,000 warriors, so we will consider the number of around 30,000 mobilized for the war against the White Walkers' army. Daenerys allegedly has 100,000 Dothraki riders, but some think it's an overstatement, and in reality there are most probably around 50 to 70,000 of them, so we will stick to 60,000 horsemen. In addition, she has around 10,000 unsullied and 2 healthy dragons. Dornish army, loyal to Daenerys, could possibly be added to the allies of the north, but since we don't know if Dorne sent their troops to the Great War, we will not visualize them for now. Army of the allies has another important advantage. It's the Winterfell castle itself, designed and constructed to defend against the invaders. Let's give a look at both armies head to head. As you see, the army of the allies of the north is well comparable to the army of the Night's King, and results of the battle will not be determined by the numbers of the soldiers, but by the tactical decisions made by the generals. You have to understand that the White Walkers are sentient beings, and the Night's King himself has displayed keen military mind so far, so expect to have lots of attempts to outsmart and outmaneuver the opponent in this war. An endeavor to predict how the great battle itself will unfold and what military moves both armies will make could be the topic of the next video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like or write your thoughts in the comment section. It's a great help for the channel. Also, if you'd like to see more videos of this kind, please consider subscribing to the channel. It will be a sign for me that I'm on the right track content-wise. Thank you again and see you soon.